It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It's Friday.
Woo-hoo! Yay, Friday!
August 30th, 2019. We're done with August.
Are we?
One more day. Well, today
I'm about to
tomorrow.
say we're not completely done. We got today.
When we get done here, I'm done with August because we won't be back until Tuesday of next month. Yeah, we're going to take Labor Day off, everybody. So won't be doing a live program. What are we going to do? Last Mondays, so plug that one in. Is that what we're going to do, last Mondays?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to do last Mondays.
Yep. And so, Friday the 30th. And we got
I'm ready. Bring it on.
Bring it on. Bring it
Bring
on.
it on. Bring on the Friday. I never have a problem with Fridays. Bring them on.
Bring on September. I love the county fair. It's coming up
Yeah.
in September. I really enjoy the county fair. And so, looking forward to that.
It is coming up.
Yeah. And I enjoy the fall, the changing of the colors and stuff, and a little bit cooler. It's not. We've not had a hot summer.
Yeah.
It's been normal temperatures, but the humidity's just been staggering.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and
here's the thing.
time that the fair's coming in is really nice because usually the temperatures are really
you
good,
get that break
and
point,
you get and I like going and just walking around and seeing the vendors and talking to the people, and that's my thing. The kids run around, play all the games and rides, and I'm not big on that.
Yeah, county fair will be coming up, and I think it's the 11th. It's that Wednesday. The parade, of course, on Wednesday. Guessing I'm going to say September 11th. I know it's through the 14th, so it's got to be September 11th be the parade. Going to be a lot of fun, but September's just around the corner. Labor Day weekend is here.
Uh-oh, we got his hand raised.
Yeah, did you know? Yeah, I'm being polite. Did you know the Marion County Fair is going on right now?
Oh, I did not.
Yep. Had to kick off last Saturday with a parade.
Really?
And I was just out there yesterday, and it was senior day, so I went out and talked to my peers.
There you go. Had some fun. That's
then
great.
I went over to the animal barn and talked to the kids, and I enjoy that.
Oh, yeah.
They are all excited in there with their animals. Some of them even sleep in there with them.
Oh, yeah. Same thing back in
And
the county. Yeah.
I love the county fairs.
So where did
I
they do the
too.
Marion County Fair at? Where's it at?
At the fairgrounds there in Summit.
Summit.
Just past the high school.
They've got great facilities out there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There was just a really good thing, the best of small town Arkansas. Last Saturday, I went out there and I dedicated a new flagpole. And that flagpole was a compilation of efforts of individuals, the Legion Hut, the county judge, the Marion County Fair, and myself as a state representative, which brought a new set of flags. They all worked together at no cost to the community.
Wonderful.
To have a flag. And it was
It's
just
at the fairgrounds of Marion County.
Yeah, it was a
That's
good
great.
thing. That's good stuff.
Now, since we brought that up, I'm getting a text. Linda Zador's been texting me. Music on the Square from Marion County will be at the fair tomorrow.
Fun.
So,
Wow.
Also this year there is rides for the kids and everything. So,
Yeah, they've got a carnival out there,
Yeah,
and they have taken the stage down there, and it's set up ready for Music on the Square. So that'll be a new
It'll be
thing.
a lot of fun. Good.
They're trying to
Coming out to
put
Marion
a little
County.
excitement
Yeah. Wonderful. Wow. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner, brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking,
let's not forget our sponsors.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, Brood Awakening.
Never mind the check. I just need the coffee. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee. 3 locations to serve you in Mountain Home. We got Balmer Boulevard, 62 East Plaza, and of course Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby. The best coffee in town. Brood Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations, and they stay very, very busy. So visit one of the 3 locations. 2 are drive-thrus, one's a walk-in at the lobby of the hospital. One guy tried driving through, and I think he's doing 5 to 10 for that one.
Yeah.
He was in a hurry for his coffee.
Boy, he was.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
That wasn't good. Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. And Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day. Roller Funeral Homes across the state, 29 Roller Funeral Homes to serve you in Arkansas. with one in Memphis, Tennessee. Right here in Mountain Home, talk to Charlotte, Bruce, Chris, Brad, anybody can help you. Very professional, caring, loving, and understanding. They know what you're going through. They've been there before. They know how to handle the situation and get you through a very difficult time. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, here we are the last couple of days of August, and then of course Labor Day. Next will be county fairs, the old celebration of the harvest. Then fall will be here, and with that, thoughts of the holidays at year's end. But for now we have a hurricane coming into Florida, and Lord, I pray you protect our people. Then also we have people hurting because of physical and emotional pain, people hurting because of the death of a loved one. All of the things I mentioned before won't matter to some people. I pray today, Lord, that you help those that hurt, help ease the pain or worry or frustration that they may have. I pray you bring us peace, and that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bringing the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. And now, here it comes.
Dun, dun, dun.
What was that first note?
That one? Or the dun?
What did Bob's the Door say Monday?
I'm trying to go flat if I can.
I haven't seen tires that flat before. That's a classic line. I need to clip that.
That is. I'll give you that.
We need that clip in video.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Well, if we can have the video clip of me missing the chair with the Frisbee out here, we can have...
Hold on, I can bring that up.
Yeah, I know you can. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. The website is retiretoarkansas.net. With this weekend coming up, we're going to have a lot of people coming into the Twin Lakes area, both in Missouri and Arkansas. And when you find a certain piece of property, think, we're ready to retire, or we're thinking about retiring, what you need to do is call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793, or go to the website, retiretoarkansas.net. Start planning now. Go to retiretoarkansas.net. You can look at all the properties, the homes, whatever may be listed, and may just be finding that perfect retirement spot for you here in Arkansas or southern Missouri. Right now it's time to look at the White River, the live shot brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora.
It's clear today.
Yep, no fog today, but look at that storm front coming through.
Yeah, you can see it coming through. Even though yesterday we said no rain today, we're going to have rain today.
Yeah.
But look at that. I mean, you can see the fields and how green they are.
Beautiful.
That's just
Camera
awesome.
located in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into Baxter County, Arkansas. Cotter, Arkansas is this town, for those that don't know. The little clearing right there in the kind of the middle part of the screen is the baseball field and the little railroad museum. And there's a little creek, not a creek, but it's just part of the White River spilling through there. It's just a beautiful location. Downtown Cotter, down by the railroad bridge and everything. Just a nice little town. And Cotter, Arkansas, you need to be proud. Mayor and police chief, everybody down there.
Linda said if we needed it to, we can just turn on Monday when we're just put on the live stream for an hour.
Oh, wow.
Just put this on for an hour, and that way people can see it change.
That'd be great. What a show.
It would be a beautiful shot to come back and forth to, but you can go right to their website and look at it anytime during the day.
Yeah, anybody can access it. We access it on the website.
When they got their festivals, you can watch it all going on. There's just so many cool things. So,
morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, the award-winning Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Real Estate. Right now, 68 degrees with cloudy skies in Mountain Home. Looks a little cloudy right now. 68 at Mountain Home, 70 at Flippin, 74 at Harrison, 70 in Yellville, 68 at Salem and Calico Rock. Mountain View, Arkansas at 64. Well, it's a little bit warmer in St. Louis at 72 already there. Poplar Bluff at 62. West Plains at 68. The same in Branson. A little bit cooler in North Dakota this morning, where they're doing some pipeline welding up there. North Dakota checking in at 45 degrees. I'm going to refresh this radar. You know, we were talking about maybe getting a different radar because sometimes it gets blobby. You know, look at all the blue blobs.
This one's not as bad as
but sometimes you just
going into that.
There's no definition, you know.
Yeah, you can't tell what's what.
Yeah. So anyway, we got showers in Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Oklahoma looks like it's drifting down into Texas a little bit. This is a pretty good line of showers right now. And so
I think we're going to get some rain.
Great deduction, Sherlock.
They're probably showing a 20% chance or something, but I would increase that to at least 95.
You think? Yeah. Here's the local radar stop from Little Rock. You can see shower activity in the west central part of the state all the way back up into Branson, Missouri. This affects let me back up. It affects Highway 62 412 west of Mountain Home, Highway 65 going into Branson, Interstate 40 west of Little Rock, and Interstate 49 between Fort Smith and Fayetteville. Other than that, the other highways are clear east of Mountain Home, south of Mountain Home, in pretty good shape. And Interstate 30, Interstate 40 east, 555 and 55 in the eastern part of the state in good shape. And so, as well as 67, 167 if you're leaving Little Rock going towards Poplar Bluff, Missouri, what will soon be Interstate 57. Well, I'd put that in motion, but I think somebody blocked the Adobe player. Anyway, take a look at
user error.
User error, yeah. Well, you can see shower activity coming in on I-70 west of Columbia, Missouri, and around Lebanon, Missouri right now. That affects I-44 and I-70. But in the St. Louis area, you've got, right now, nothing really going on. I-70 coming into St. Louis and Vandalia, Effingham, Illinois. East St. Louis, Illinois on I-64 east of Mount Vernon in good shape. And then, of course, you've got I-55 coming in from the south, from Blytheville, Arkansas, all the way up into St. Louis. And let's see, Interstate 24 at I-57 in pretty good shape. Now we'll hit southwest Missouri. We're going to get a lot of...
Yeah, right. May want to try that again.
Somebody washed the radar away. There we go. Go to Fort Smith, Arkansas. Pick it up there. I-44, Joplin, Springfield, Tulsa, Fayetteville. Man, look at that shower right now. I wonder if that... Well, I can't put it in motion because that's what's coming our way.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be long.
So it's coming in, looks like, what are you showing on that? You got another radar? It looks like it's coming in from Boone and Marion counties right now.
I was just looking at the hourly here. They're showing possibly 10 a.m. to start.
Really? Yep.
Yep.
All right. All right, let's see. We do have some flood watch boxes. You know, if it's raining and it's going to rain a lot, then you could have anything from a flood advisory to a flood watch to a flood warning. We do have all three in Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma. So it's light green, dark green, and red. It could be a warning, watch, or advisory. So nevertheless, what they say on Channel 3, turn around, don't drown. You get around one of those bridges. And so hurricane warnings for Florida, of course. We just pray for safety for the state of Florida. That could even affect southern Georgia. The governor of Georgia, Jack, was saying, take heed, take warning, be prepared, because these hurricanes, they'll say, well, it could go here, 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 here. They'll have 32 different possible directions. And I got a son working right now in Columbus, Georgia, and they could be impacted with some, not hurricane force winds, but, with remnants from the hurricane. 7-day forecast, 30% chance of showers today and tonight. Tomorrow.
Have they not seen the wall of storm coming in? And the direction it's headed is right to us? I just find that weird.
I don't know.
I've been out there and listening to a specific radio station I won't mention, but it is pouring outside, and I mean coming down where you can hardly see the front of the truck. And apparently this radio station DJ is in the basement where he cannot see, and he's like, there's a 10% chance of rain today. I'm like, what? Can't sit in front of my truck. I would say we're pretty good to increase that.
I remember years ago, Dad had the radio and listened to Cardinal baseball. Back then it was Harry Carey and Jack Buck. I can tell you how many years ago. Harry Carey, what a beautiful night for baseball in St. Louis. We're across the river and just, just floods. We're 15 miles away. Anyway, 30% chance of rain today, tonight, Saturday, 20% chance. We're looking at highs of 85, 87, 88, and 89. Through next Tuesday, lows around 67 degrees for each night. Going to be some nice weather coming through. Checking I-Drive, Arkansas. Earlier we had an accident on I-49 northbound lanes, but that's been resolved and removed. Other than that, some shower activity in the northwest part of the state affecting I-40 and I-49. In Missouri, boy, they cleaned a lot of stuff up there on I-49 and I-44 around Springfield.
Just wait until this rain's done. It'll be back.
It'll be back, yep. Before you travel, check I-Drive Arkansas, Missouri Department of Transportation traveler information. Allergies and pollen, we went from a 10.7 to a 1.7.
See, I'm showing ragweed.
I'm showing ragweed, chinnopods.
Be moderate right now.
Really?
Yeah. Now, it is going to be low tomorrow, but I'm sure that's from the rain coming in and
Could
stuff
be.
like that.
But I'm surprised that it drops 9 points. You know, it's just
Grass is low and trees
Yeah.
are nothing.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. For all your real estate needs, both in Arkansas and Missouri, the Z Team has the team assembled for you. You can look in Mountain View or Marshall or Mountain Home, all over the north part of the state in southern Missouri. They're ready to serve you this holiday weekend, so give them a call, 870-405-0793, retiredtoarkansas.net. Community calendar brought to you by Old Time Restaurant on the Square in Mountain Home. Best breakfast, best lunch in town. Monday
It's
through Friday,
Friday.
7 to 2, Saturday till 11.
Steak day today.
Ooh, boy.
Marinated sirloin steak you can cut with a butter knife, eggs, hash browns, biscuit and gravy or toast, all for $8.88.
Now, is that butter knife made from butter?
It's made for butter.
You said it's a butter knife, though.
Yeah, it's made for butter.
It's not a stainless steel knife.
It's the same as steel knife, but the difference, you know what difference between butter knife and I'm just trying to inform you because
He's
apparently
trying to
you
dig
don't.
yourself out of all. Yes, a steak knife.
But a
and
butter knife will have a rounded tip
Sure.
on it.
A steak knife has the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's a butter knife that you can cut it with. A rounded tip. They're not as sharp.
He was planning that.
And a butter knife sometimes has a little curve to it, like a bent putter.
Yeah.
Yep.
But-
See, we're informing you because apparently you don't know what a.
Write this stuff down. We're not going
I'll
to be
take
around.
You're trying to get us on the butter knife thing, and it just didn't work.
We're not going to be around to save you forever. Write some of this stuff
Right,
down.
yeah.
All right, for lunch, we're going to move on. No. For lunch, we've got hamburger steak supremes.
Those are so
Oh, half-pound
My
hamburger
goodness, we
patty
got-
with
oh.
cheese, peppers, tomatoes, onions, smothered in gravy. Just a mess of goodness right
good. Yeah,
there.
yeah, no doubt.
Comes with 2 sides of roller cornbread, $6.88, or just stop by and grab you a cup of coffee, grab you a pie. Whatever you do when you go in, though, you got to give Amanda's my wife, a hard time when you go in there, and tell them Jack Fortner told you to do it.
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it right there. That'll put a smile on her face.
Oh, Hadco Volunteer Fire Department Auxiliary Labor Day Garage Sale is this weekend, August 30th through September 1st, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Firehouse on Hand Cove Road. For more information, you can call 870-656-9640 or 488-5828. Tree Stand Safety Demonstration, Fredberry Conservation Education Center in Yellville. That is tomorrow from 8 until noon. And Fredberry Conservation Education Center at 851 Conservation Lane in Yellville, Arkansas. Antique and Classic Car Show, Motorcycle Show, and Cruise In on the 31st, which is Saturday in Mammoth Springs State Park. Free to the public. Gates open at 9. Judging starts at 11. Show car entry is $25. Exhibit fee $5. For more information, 870-625-7382.
All right.
Yeah, maybe run over there for that tomorrow. Car show.
Hey, the Marion County Fairgrounds going today. The fair.
And then what did Linda say about the music?
Tomorrow night, the music on the square, Marion County, will be at the fairgrounds.
Very good. Coming up, Jack Fortner is our guest today, District 99, House of Representatives, State of Arkansas. We'll be talking with Jack. So stick around. Be right back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. There she is. Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. 4-wheel suspension handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Why would I recommend Hospice the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
When you need dirt,
You know, he never counts forward. He always goes 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
If I counted forward, what number am I going on?
Yeah, that's a
I
good
could
point,
decide
yeah.
I want to go on
But it only
5,
gives me
so I'll
3
be-
seconds. 3, 2, 1. Anyway.
Do you need me to start counting back from 20?
Sure. Oh, goodness. Jack Fortner's here, District 99. It's always good to have Jack here on the program. And talk a little national politics for a while. Stock market was up.
You got him now.
There you go.
Oh, boy. Let's just start with the big
Market was up 3 1/4. We're up 326. We closed at 26,362. New York Exchange was up 144 points. NASDAQ jumped 116 yesterday. You know, what's your take on the trade with China? Yeah.
Well, I'll just tell you. I think China lies, steals, and cheats.
Yep.
I don't think they are honest businessmen as we define honest. I think they are probably honorable as they define honorable. And there's a difference.
Oh, yeah.
There's a difference. So I guess I'm not being critical of them necessarily. That is how they have been for generations. That's how they do business. We just need to understand that. If you deal with
Do you think the president's calling their bluff on their dishonesty?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Now,
I mean, you go back in time, and I've seen old pictures of where they'd throw babies in the air, and another guy would take a bayonet, and they'd just kill babies and throw them in a. I mean, that was the people in the early 1900s.
well,
It's just kind of a gruesome.
Society has evolved. Some for the good, some not.
Yeah.
But we need to understand. And you'd think after all these years that we have been involved in a world community that people want to refer to it as, that we would understand that other people think and do business and do life different from us. We go in there thinking they're just like, if they say, yes, I'll do this, that's what they'll do because that's what we do or what we try to do. But they don't, and we need to understand that. And you think, well, why don't they change to our way of business? They've been doing business longer than we have.
Yeah.
So
many more years.
I just believe that now, could President Trump smooth out the edges, and could he do with a little less rhetoric? You betcha.
Sure.
Would I do it the way he does?
No.
No. Would I address them directly and tell them, I'm going to expect you to do this, this, and this before I do this, this, and this? Yes. Would I let the world know? No.
Mm-hmm.
Because then there always stand the chance of shaming someone. I'll do that with anyone I deal with.
Right.
I don't want to, there's no sense to threaten somebody out in the open. Once you threaten somebody, you got to do it.
Yeah, the rhetoric is what some people don't understand, and some of the, I don't want to say bad language, but just, the persona.
Yes.
That persona.
Yes. And I believe it hurts him. Don't
it
you?
Does. Yeah,
don't you?
To a point, yeah. Because I don't think he's gained the respect. We know he's got a backbone.
Yeah.
There's no doubt
yes.
he's got
Yep.
the strongest backbone of anybody I've ever seen.
Yep.
But sometimes his tactics and the persona is a little bit, but that could be the difference between us and Arkansas and how you do business in New York City, too.
You're right. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
And
That's
so
right.
it may just be that New York persona,
But the only problem is he needs to understand his New York persona doesn't sell everywhere, and he is the everywhere president.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or if he wants to be reelected, he's got to be the everywhere president.
But the thing about Harry Truman, remember Harry Truman and how salty he was with some of his rhetoric about the same difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, it's going to be interesting, but the stock market sure responded positively to, I think, China starting to say, okay, this guy ain't backing down.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
The stock market.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who, and correct me if I'm wrong, the only people that consistently make money in the stock market? Brokers. Because they make money if it sells, they make money if it buys. If we buy or if we sell.
Sure.
Every time there's a transaction, they make money. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's the business to be in.
There you go.
Well, really.
Yeah.
They don't care if it goes. They act like there's
And I know
gnashing of
people that'll
teeth. They
have-
throwing things in the air. But if we sell, they make a transaction fee. If we buy, they make a transaction fee. So they like the market to move.
Oh, yeah.
Does that tell you something?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Big time. Yeah, I know some people that have like 4 or 5 computers that monitor these penny ante stocks.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a stock at 15, 18 cents, and they'll go in and buy 2,000 or 3,000 shares. And if it goes up 3 or 4 cents, they sell.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
within 24, 40, and that's how they make the money. But anyway. So, one thing, I've been to a couple of the Baxter County Republican meetings, and the one thing at the county fair that I suggested that we do is let's educate people on 2 things, socialism and $15 an hour. Let's take $15 an hour. Bernie Sanders got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. You're preaching $15 an hour, but you're paying your workers $13. So he started paying them $15 an hour, but he cut their hours back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's look at this. If you make $8 an hour and work 40 hours a week, that's $320. But if you go and say, well, I'm making $15 an hour, but all you're working is 21 hours, you're making less money for the work week. So what they're saying here is, we need to pay $15 an hour. That's fine. But if you're working less than 40 hours a week, you're not making a full-time check. How do we tell people? Let's pick on Scooter again. Okay. Why are you not paying your waitresses $15 an hour? Because that position is not worth $15 an hour it's worth X amount of dollars per hour plus the tips. See what I'm saying? So
I agree.
Whether we're working the tire shop, the automotive store, Harps, Town and Country, whatever, they have a guideline saying, okay, this amount of hours is worth this price per hour. But they're trying to get these entry-level jobs like McDonald's and Wendy's and stuff like that, the high school, at $15 an hour. How's it work? What's your thoughts?
I don't know that you know, but before I became a semi-wealthy politician, I have owned my own businesses, several of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a theory about wages a long time ago.
Okay.
Long time ago. I would tell my employees, I will pay you any amount per hour that allows you to make me money.
Uh-huh.
If they could make me $25 an hour on every hour they were at my shop, I would gladly pay them $20.
Yeah.
If they made me $2 an hour and cost me money, then I didn't want them. They weren't worth $3 an hour.
Yeah.
And that's how I worked it, and it was very effective for me, and I think that would work for everybody.
Yeah.
But society today wants to be paid whether they produce or not.
Yeah.
And that's the deal. If you're going to produce if you're going to produce $20 an hour, I'm going to pay you $15 because I don't want you if you can't make me money.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's harsh, but that's real.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't pay you $15 an hour if you only make me 12, or we'll both be out of a job.
Or if you're paying me $15 an hour to work for you, but it's costing you $18 an hour because I can't produce it, then you're losing money.
And you can't,
and they don't see this.
And you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't sustain that. That's why socialist countries around the world fail.
Sure. So let's just pick on McDonald's, Wendy's, Pizza Hut, what else we got, Burger King. Everybody's making $15 an hour. Regardless of your age or whatever your experience, what do you think that's going to do to the price of the product?
Well, the price of the product will have to go up because there is no way a counter person at McDonald's can generate any more money for their work, because they are there to take your order.
Yep.
Unless they are extremely popular and people come into McDonald's to see them because they're entertaining, or to see them because they like them.
Point.
There's no way they can generate more money.
Nope.
Now, in a manufacturing setting or in another type of service industry, if they're worth more money and they bring in more money, then you can afford to pay them.
And you talking about like factory. Let's say we're making microphones. Okay, you need to make 5 microphones an hour, and we're going to pay you $10 an hour to do that. But if I can make you 25 microphones with the same quality, I'm worth more money to them.
Yep. You know what I used to do? I ran in another period of my life. I ran a very large explosive manufacturing plant in the desert in Nevada for a big company. I was the youngest explosive plant manager in the world for a period of time.
Bet you're a lot of fun on 4th of July.
That was a long time ago, and I still all have my fingers and toes.
Yeah.
But I had Mexican Hispanics that worked for me, and they did a very adequate job, and I paid them a decent wage. And then I got to thinking one day, when I was a younger boy and I worked in the fruit with the migrant workers, we all got paid on how many boxes of peaches we picked. That's how we got paid. Not by the hour, by how many boxes you picked. And I thought, So I brought them all in and set them down. I said, guys, I got an idea. I said, what would you think if I set a price per unit and I paid you for every unit you made? What would you think about that? They were all over it. Okay?
You got your production, didn't you?
I took the price I was paying them an hour, divided it by what they were producing at the time, and paid them. Told them I'd give them 2 cents less per unit. Now that seems selfish, but I was there to make money. So I thought, if this is going to work, I am going to make some money. Those guys, it was unbelievable the way the production, because they had reason to work. They were motivated. We made more money, more profit in that company than it had ever made since its existence. Those Mexican fellas took home checks more than me. Now here is the thing. The owner of the company called me in about 3 months into that. He says, Jack, he said, I've been signing checks for your guys out there. He said, do you know how much they're making? I said, yes, I do. He said, do you know they make more than you do, some of them? I said, yes, I do. He said, we can't have that. He said, I want you to cut back whatever you're doing per piece. And I said, no, I won't do that. I said, you told those men, or I told those men that I was going to pay them, and just because they're producing, I will not punish them. And he said, you will or you won't have a job. And I said, you'll find yourself another manager. Well, he didn't, and I stayed, and so did they. But after I left that company, he brought in somebody else that did what he said. Not only did I leave, the fellows left.
Wow.
So the company was making more money. There is set both sides. See, ownership was greedy. Just because the men were producing and making extreme amount of money, they earned it. We made money.
Yeah.
So I'm big on production. If you can produce and make money, I'll pay you.
There you go.
I got something to add on that, but we'll do that right after the break.
Yeah,
I know we need to take a break, but
Fortner.
I do have something to add on that, so remind me when we come back.
Okay. Yep.
Be right back.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
I was involved in a wreck on the interstate. A friend and I was rear-ended by a drunk driver, and I was in excruciating pain. I started the chiropractor care along with the massage therapy, and it has totally transformed my world. With God's help and the help of them, I have totally got my life back together, and I'm free of pain medicine, and I'm so grateful that I am where I need to be today.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home. Are you ready for some football? Hometown TV is back with live football and the game of the week. Friday night, area high school football with announcer Bob Rechtenwald, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Visit hometowntv.net for schedule and show times. Plus, watch instant replay live from your mobile device, whether at the game or not. right here on K26 and XL7.
$7.40, and Scooter, you wanted to add on that last thought.
Yeah, we were talking about the $15 an hour and paying by production, which I completely agree with. I had a construction company years ago, and of course all my crews got paid per square foot, so it's all by production.
Yep.
But my office staff, what I did is I agreed to pay them X amount a week. You know, they'll get a check guaranteed for this much, but they're going to be on percentage of what gets produced by all the crews. And what we'll do is when a job's finished, that percentage goes into a pot, and then at the end of that quarter, you get a bonus for everything above what you've been paid. So let's say if I'm paying you 4% of everything that's being produced, when it gets all that, every time a job gets finished, that 4% goes into a pot, and your pay per week comes out of that because you're paid X amount guaranteed for a week, and then you get a huge bonus at the end of each quarter for everything that's left in that pot. It's your money. And you're right. What it did to my staff, I will guarantee if they had the wrong item out at a job site, everybody in my office is doing everything to get them that product right now that they need.
That's right. That's motivation right there.
Now, you turn around and you put $15 an hour. Not every business their employees have that option. I'm going to use restaurant, for instance. Our prep cook, our dishwasher, they don't have a way to produce more money for the business. And the problem is when you raise their starting pay to $15 an hour, it limits us to give them something to work for. How am I going to give them steps to grow, and where's their will to want to earn more money? And when I'm already getting paid $15 an hour, which is more than what that position really should start out with, you start limiting people to what they really need to produce.
That's true.
For the
I
business.
always thought the wages were based on what you could perform.
Should be.
You know,
it should be.
You know, it's like when I ran, telling Jack about the Sears garage that we ran. I mean, I could make basically the same amount of money whether I sold 4 tires or 400 in a week.
Yeah.
But with the incentives, hey, I'll sell 500 tires a week.
You bet anybody with any drive at all would do that, but I'm afraid we're taking that drive and initiative out of a whole generation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Once you take that incentive away, motivation away, how do we give it back to them? How do we teach them?
Let's flip the coin though, Jack. Let's look at this. Think of how good I felt when those sales reports come in and say, well, you sold $45,000 worth of tires this week as compared to $37,000 last week. Wow. You know, and so you get a bonus, like Scooter was saying, maybe you get a bonus on your performance.
Or maybe
it makes
you get
you want
a
to
raise.
come back on Monday to keep on going in Excel.
Or maybe you get a raise because you're bringing more money to the table for the business.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, you earned that. You fought, you worked, you did whatever to earn that extra climb, earn that extra pay, that incentive to grow and to build yourself and the company was there for you to do something.
So I guess the point I'm trying to make is, with the way Bernie Sanders is promoting this, you need $15 an hour regardless. No. I need to get into that job in entry level, and if I want to do that as a career, I need to work that job up and perform and bring the money in and earn that. But I think it's more of a, look at me, I'm making $15 an hour, but I'm not really doing anything. You see what I'm trying to say here? There's no
I'm going to put another twist on it.
Self-pride in this.
Because you're going to have companies now, which you can see this when you look at Walmart and McDonald's and some of these companies, that is a more cost-effective way to find an automated way of doing this than pay somebody that much per hour. You look at how many checkout lines now at Walmart are automated. McDonald's, you go in there, you can order it all on the screen. How can companies are going to look at this. If they're costing me $15 an hour, is there a way to save money? Companies all about making money. And when it's costing that much for one employee how can we save with all these employees? And you'll see companies start backing down on the amount of employees because of the cost.
Well,
Yep, can't argue with it.
That was it.
Because it's reality.
Well,
That's the truth. I know this won't come as a bombshell to anybody, but just because Bernie says it, it doesn't make it so.
Well, no. Yeah.
And here's another bombshell. Hard to believe, but politicians will say things in an election year that they don't believe either.
Kind of like hitting all the stoplights coming in.
Well, yeah. Now that was the truth. Now, today, I'm going to build a little shrine when I go home, because coming in from Yellville this morning, I hit every stoplight green, as God is my witness.
There's the Bible right there.
Yeah, it was a miracle.
He came in here and told me this, or I said, "Now you're a fine Republican. Don't give me this talk."
Everyone green.
Oh, let's go ahead and get back on schedule and get that last break in. 7:45 more. Jack Fortner after this. That's all.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Sure, all mowers cut grass, but only a Ferris mower with suspension technology can provide you with increased productivity, quality of cut, durability, and comfort. The caster wheels and cutting deck are connected to the frame beneath the suspension. This lets the deck follow the wheels as they move up and down in relation to the ground contours. Maintaining the distance between the deck and the ground results in a beautiful, consistent cut. Visit your local Ferris dealer to experience the difference suspension makes.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
$7.48 and Mr. Stoplight.
Yeah.
Jack Fortner.
It's going to be his new nickname.
Yep.
Call him Lucky.
Lucky Jack.
Lucky Jack. So what's going on in the state of Arkansas these days? It's kind of quiet. I think you all had a good session this past year and coming into fiscal session for next year.
You know, we had a really productive session,
Yeah.
and it went well.
I thought it did.
Our congressmen and senators have been on vacation, and a lot of them have taken an opportunity to stop by and spend a little time with me the last 3 or 4 weeks. And the common thread, they are so frustrated in the lack of ability to get anything done in Washington. Mm-hmm. And I had one in particular, and he made a comment that really got my attention. He said, he said, Jack, I envy you. He said, I wish that I was in state politics again.
Wow.
He said, you guys got things done this year. He said, you accomplished things for the state of Arkansas.
Yeah.
And he said, and we can't, we don't. And I thought, he's right. How frustrating must it be? It's frustrating enough to be in Little Rock, but we normally work through it. Now, on the news, I know there's ugly stuff has gone on and it's still ongoing, and I'm embarrassed by some of the investigations and the indictments. That embarrasses me. It makes me feel bad, and I didn't do it, and I'm not doing it. And by the way, that's not all done yet either. I guarantee you.
Just on the state level?
Yes.
Really?
But we accomplish things. And if a constituent comes to me with an issue, with a real issue, and asks me to write a bill, they have the potential that may be someday law in Arkansas. If it has merit, and if I can get it written and get it with my peers to agree, if I wanted to have a federal bill, a federal law, what do you think the chances are one of us having any legislation, meaningful legislation, an idea of ours passed in Washington? None.
I would have the same chance as the luck you had with those stop signs. Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like we're doing good. The election cycle is coming up. That's always exciting, and of course in Little Rock, that's always the hub, and everybody's got ideas, and there's lots of offices, there's lots of people shifting around. A lot of representatives are going to run for Senate. Senators are going to run for state office. There is a lot going on, and that's kind of exciting. So we'll see. Everybody has to file in November this year, early. We're going to have to file, and we're going to have our election really early.
But the primary's in March, I think.
Yes. Yeah. And that's early, but that's okay, because
that would be,
you don't
let me
have to
get
campaign
my
forever.
yearly calendar out here, because that would be March. Is that the first? That'd be the last Tuesday, March? When are they doing that? Well, this is.
I got it on my phone. I should have it in my mind.
That one stops.
I know it's in March, and that's early, and that's okay. Because see, theoretically, we could still be in session down there. And they try to do everything they can to give us a chance that are incumbents to get out and campaign.
Right.
And if we're in session and we have an active opponent that's not a sitting legislature, that does put us at a disadvantage. But, it is what it is. So.
Yeah, I thought it was a very productive session. And anyway, so what's next for the state of Arkansas? I mean, we'll have an election coming up. We'll have a new governor in January 23.
Yeah, 2022 election will be. We were talking off the air. There is probably four very viable candidates, Republican candidates, for governor to replace Asa, who will be terming out. He can't run again, and so that'll be interesting. If we get four viable candidates, and then I'm sure the Democrats will have at least one or maybe two. They haven't put anybody out there yet, but I think of one that I think that they're going to queue up to run. That will be a strong candidate, Tucker Clark, the one that ran against French Hill.
Yeah,
he certainly got a lot of notoriety and name recognition out of that campaign. And he's
some of his ideas, though.
I didn't say I agreed with it.
Yeah.
And Clark and I have sat and had many conversations, and we have agreed to disagree many times. But he's got a lot of name recognition.
The sun in my ears. Did you just say that? Like, really?
But he's young. He's good looking. He's got a nice looking family. He presents well.
Well, Jared Henderson was the same way.
Well,
yeah. I don't know, but with the way the national platform is for the Democrats, you think that Arkansas will buy into anything that a gubernatorial Democrat would do? I mean, it just seems like they're so far out of touch with basic moral standards and Christian values. I hate to start getting into the nitty gritty, but when you've got Illinois and New York that's sitting there at point of birth abortions.
Well, as it is right now, to answer your question, I don't think a Democrat could be elected governor of Arkansas at this time.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not to say that they can't make a good, strong run and give heartburn. And you never know. You get it narrowed down to one Democrat and one Republican, and you have a Democrat that has lots of funds and charisma. You can turn an election.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, media can turn an election. Publicity can turn an election. So I would never say never.
But here's what well, I'm not that kind of a Democrat. You know, the title's a title. You know, that's just. Well, I don't always agree with everything the Republicans do, but I'm more sided there than I am with the others. So.
Well, let me just tell you a few names that are thrown around. None of them are official for the Republicans, and see if you think a Democrat will compete with them. Lieutenant Governor Tim Griffin.
Not a chance.
Loved by all.
Yeah.
Been campaigning for 4 years.
Yeah.
Attorney General Leslie Rutledge. Well thought of, but viable. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is kicking it around. She's in our area. She's not here because she likes us necessarily. She's here for something. And then one more, the governor's nephew, Jim Hendren, Speaker Pro Tem of the Senate right now. Now there's four pretty strong Republican candidates right there. If they don't tear each other up amongst themselves so bad, I don't think a Democrat has a chance.
I would like to see Attorney General Rutledge pursue the state Supreme Court.
There's talk of that as well.
I think that would be an outstanding move on her part. I'd like to see Tim Griffin as governor. And I think, when you look at his credentials, when I was there on August 12th, and his credentials on the back of that pamphlet, first of all, he's a colonel in the Army Reserves. He's coming up on his 24th year of serving in the military.
Yes.
And he did that while being a member of Congress and being Lieutenant Governor of Arkansas. I think he was with the Judge Advocate General's office. I mean, he's got credentials that'll stretch from here to the back wall. And I think with Attorney General Leslie Rutledge, I think you've got the same credentials, but I think would be, in my opinion, would be more valuable on that Supreme Court with her conservative viewpoints. I'd like to see that move. Yeah. With love Sarah Huckabee Sanders to death, but she's not been in Arkansas.
I think she could help her cause a lot, and come in here, serve a term as a state representative or state senator, get her name out there, do good work, live here, invest in Arkansas again.
Yeah.
She has, and she's young.
Yeah.
She has a long time to be governor.
Yeah. But
now,
just to be the press secretary for the president, to me, she knows the terminology, but does she know the job?
Well, some would say, daughter of a governor, lived it, perhaps. Perhaps. What do you think about Jim Hendren?
I don't think.
Do you know Jim?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know the Hendrens. Yeah, they're good people. Don't get me wrong.
Kim, his father, was my seatmate.
Kim can tell 4 stories at the same time and never finish any of them.
Yeah. He and
I. Still have that gold Corvette?
Yep, and never waxes it.
Never waxes it.
No. He and I were great friends, but he is a mess.
Yeah.
He's been around forever, and you talk about opinionated now.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it.
Yeah, he came over and did Mountain Talk with us years ago. Final thoughts, Jack. Good to have you here.
But Tim is, he might queue up. He's not done. He will go farther, or Jim, I mean. Mm-hmm. But I don't think Jim Hendren is going to be the guy this time.
I don't think so. Scooter, you want to throw your 2 cents worth in over here?
I'm just listening. Listening to you guys bicker.
And let's see if there's forgiveness about telling the story about stoplights there. Yeah, Mr. Lucky here, hitting all the stoplights coming in from Yellville. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Final
about
thoughts,
30
Jack.
seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Final thoughts? Thanks for having me. I always enjoy it.
Fun.
It's good.
Always good to have you on.
It's very relaxed. I was so late I didn't get my good cup of Brewed Awakening coffee, but that's my fault. My fault. It is good coffee. It is good.
We can always interrupt the show for good coffee. Anyway, just coming up on Monday, be a previously recorded program
from last Monday.
And so you'll get to see the Z team in there This Week in Real Estate along with Bob Rechtenwald Sports. And so we're going to take the day off on Monday and be back live on Tuesday. So everybody have a happy Labor Day. Thanks, Jack, for being here.
You betcha.
Scooter, take us away.